Paul Gardner Allen is an American business magnate, investor and philanthropist, best known as the co-founder, with Bill Gates, of Microsoft Corporation. As of March 2013, he was estimated to be the 53rd richest person in the world, with an estimated wealth of $15 billion. Beyond Microsoft, he is the founder and chairman of Vulcan Inc, which manages his various business and philanthropic efforts. Allen also has a multi-billion-dollar investment portfolio including technology companies, real estate holdings, and stakes in other technology and media companies. Allen also owns two professional sports teams, the Seattle Seahawks of the National Football League, and the Portland Trail Blazers of the National Basketball Association. He is also part owner of the Seattle Sounders FC, which joined Major League Soccer in 2009. He is also the founder of the Allen Institute for Brain Science, the Allen Institute for Artificial Intelligence, and Strata Launch Systems. Early life and career: Paul Allen was born in Seattle, Washington, to parents Kenneth Samuel Allen, an associate director of the University of Washington Libraries, and Edna Faye Allen, on January 21, 1953. Allen attended Lakeside School, a private school in Seattle, and befriended Bill Gates, who was almost 3 years younger and shared a common enthusiasm for computers. They used Lakeside's teletype terminal to develop their programming skills on several times sharing computer systems. After earning a perfect score of 1600 on the SAT, Allen went to Washington State University, where he joined Phi Kappa Theta fraternity, but dropped out after 2 years in order to work as a programmer for Honeywell in Boston, placing him near his old friend again. Allen later convinced Gates to drop out of Harvard University in order to create Microsoft. Allen co-founded Microsoft with Bill Gates in Albuquerque, New Mexico, in 1975, and began marketing a basic programming language interpreter. Allen came up with the original name of Microsoft, as recounted in a 1995 Fortune magazine article. In 1980, after promising to deliver IBM a disk operating system they had not yet developed for the Intel 8088-based IBM PC, Allen spearheaded a deal for Microsoft to purchase a quick and dirty operating system written by Tim Patterson who, at the time, was employed at Seattle Computer Products. As a result of this transaction, Microsoft was able to secure a contract to supply the DOS that would eventually run on IBM's PC line. This contract with IBM was the watershed in Microsoft history that led to Allen and Gates' wealth. Allen was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma in 1982. His cancer was successfully treated by several months of radiation therapy. However, he did not return to Microsoft and began distancing himself from the company. Allen officially resigned from his position on the Microsoft board of directors in November 2000 but was asked to consult as a senior strategy advisor to the company's executives and still owns a reported 138 million shares. Recognition: Paul Allen has received various awards recognizing many different areas including sports, philanthropy, and the arts. On March 9, 2005, Paul Allen, Burt Rutan, and the Spaceship One team were awarded the 2005 National Air and Space Museum Trophy for Current Achievement. In 2007 and 2008, Allen was listed among the Time 100 Most Influential People in the World. In 2008, Allen received an honorary degree of Doctor of Science from the Cold Spring Harbor Laboratories Watson School of Biological Sciences. He received the Vanguard Award from the National Cable and Telecommunications Association on May 20, 2008. On October 30, 2008, the Seattle King County Association of Realtors honored Allen for his unwavering commitment to non-profit organizations in the Pacific Northwest and lifetime giving approaching $1 billion in 2009. Allen's philanthropy as the longtime owner of the Trail Blazers was recognized with an Oregon Sports Award. Allen has received awards and honorary degrees from several universities. In May 1999, Washington State University bestowed its highest honor, the Regents Distinguished Alumnus Award, upon him. He received a Doctor honoris causa from the A. Permel-Cole Polytechnique for copyright d'art Copyright Rail de Lausanne on March 31, 2007. On October 26, 2010, Paul Allen was awarded the W.J.S. Grief Lifetime Achievement Award for his contributions to the field of neuroscience by the Cajal Club. On January 26, 2011 at Seattle unregistered trademark S. Ben Royer Hall, Paul Allen was named Seattle Sports Commission Sports Citizen of the Year, an award that has been renamed the Paul Allen Award. In 2011, Paul Allen was elected to the American Academy of Arts and Sciences. On October 15, 2012, Allen received the Eli and Edith Broad Award for Philanthropy in the Arts at the National Arts Awards. On February 2, 2014, Allen received the Super Bowl ring as the Seattle Seahawks won the Vince Lombardi Trophy. Philanthropy. Paul Allen has given more than $1.5 billion towards the advancement of science, technology, education, wildlife conservation, the arts and community services in his lifetime. In 2010, Allen became a signatory of the Giving Pledge, promising to give at least half of his fortune to philanthropic causes. A report in February 2012 named Allen as the most charitable living American in 2011. Allen's direct giving in 2011 totaled $372.6 million. Scientific endeavors. Paul Allen has founded and provided support to many scientific endeavors, including Allen Institute for Brain Science. The Allen Institute for Brain Science is a Seattle-based nonprofit dedicated to understanding how the human brain works. In total, Paul Allen has donated $500 million to the Allen Institute for Brain Science, making it his single largest philanthropic recipient. Allen launched the institute in 2003 with a $100 million donation, and contributed another $100 million after it completed the Allen Mouse Brain Atlas and other early initiatives. In 2012, Allen expanded the scope of the institute and infused it with an additional $300 million pledge. The Allen Institute for Brain Science makes research tools freely available to the scientific community using an open data model. Allen Institute for Artificial Intelligence. In fall of 2013, Paul Allen announced the expansion of Allen Institute for Artificial Intelligence, a new research institution that will be modeled after the Allen Institute for Brain Science. Allen Distinguished Investigators. Allen launched a grant program in 2010 to support scientists pursuing early-stage research projects who often have difficulty securing funding from traditional sources. Allen Telescope Array. Paul Allen donated the seed money to build SESH unregistered trademark S radio telescope array, eventually contributing $30 million to the project. Wildlife conservation. Allen bankrolled a range of wildlife conservation projects in Africa over the past several years. Allen contributed nearly $10 million in direct gifts and grants to African charities and projects, including protecting lions in Namibia, developing a migratory corridor for elephants in Tanzania, and protecting gorillas in the Democratic Republic of Congo. Paul Allen is a founding member of the International Seakeepers Society and hosts its proprietary Seakeeper 1000T oceanographic and atmospheric monitoring system on all three of his mega yachts. Allen has a flower fly named after him for his contributions to dipterology, called Paul Allen's flower fly. Paul G. Allen Family Foundation. The Paul G. Allen Family Foundation was established in 1988 to administer a portion of Paul Allen unregistered trademark S philanthropic contributions. Between 1990 to 2012, the foundation gave away $454 million, with the majority of the funds awarded to science and technology, followed by arts and culture, along with community development and social change and diverse other causes. During that period, 59% of the foundation's money went to non-profit organizations in Seattle and Washington state, 18% was distributed across other states in the Pacific Northwest, and 23% went to national and international organizations outside of the Pacific Northwest. Museums and collections. Over the years, Paul Allen has established several non-profit community institutions that feature his private collections of historic artifacts. These include Inc. Museum, a collection of rock unregistered trademark NA unregistered trademark roll and pop culture exhibits inside a Frank Gehry-designed building at Seattle Center, established in 2000. The Inc. Museum also houses the Science Fiction and Fantasy Hall of Fame. Flying Heritage Collection. which showcases restored vintage military aircraft and armaments primarily from the World War II era, established in 2004. Startup Gallery, a permanent exhibit at the New Mexico Museum of Natural History and Science in Albuquerque dedicated to the history of the microcomputer, established in 2007. Living Computer Museum, a collection of vintage computers in working order and available for interactive sessions on-site or through networked access, opened to the public in 2012. The Arts, an active art collector, Paul Allen has gifted more than $100 million to support the arts. On October 15, 2012, the Americans for the Arts awarded Allen with the Eli and Edith Broad Award for Philanthropy in the Arts. Allen has also loaned out more than 300 pieces from his private art collection to 47 different venues. In 2013, Allen sold Barnett Newman a unregistered trademark S116 at Sotheby's a unregistered trademark S in New York for $43.8 million, surpassing its estimate of $30 million to $40 million. Universities. In 1989, Paul Allen donated $2 million to the University of Washington to construct the Allen Library, which was named after his father Kenneth S. Allen, a former associate director of the University of Washington Library System. In the same year, Allen donated an additional $8 million to establish the Kenneth S. Allen Library Endowment. In 2012, the endowment was renamed the Kenneth S. and Faye G. Allen Library Endowment after Allen unregistered trademark S. mother passed away. In 2002, Allen donated $14 million to the University of Washington to construct the Paul G. Allen Center for Computer Science and Engineering. The building was dedicated in October 2003. In 2010, Allen announced a gift of $26 million to build the Paul G. Allen School of Global Animal Health at Washington State University, his alma mater. The gift is the largest private donation in the University unregistered trademark S history. Business holdings and investments. Financial and technology. Vulcan Capital is the investment arm of Allen's Seattle-based Vulcan Inc., which manages his personal fortune. In 2013, Allen opened a new Vulcan Capital office in Palo Alto, California to focus on making new investments in emerging technology and Internet companies. Recent investments include Redfin, Decide.com and Audience Incorporated. Patents. Paul Allen holds 43 patents from the United States Patent and Trademark Office. Apps. Allen is the backer of ARO, the startup behind the mobile app Saga. SportsStream, a social app for sports fans. And a content management app called Fave. Interval Research Corporation. In 1992, Allen and David Liddell co-founded Interval Research Corporation, a Silicon Valley-based laboratory and new business incubator that was dissolved in 2000 after generating over 300 patents, 4 of which were the subject of Allen's August 2010 patent infringement lawsuit against AOL, Apple, eBay, Facebook, Google, and Flix, Office Depot, Office Max, Staples, Yahoo! And YouTube. Ticketmaster. In 1993, Paul Allen invested $243 million to acquire 80% of Ticketmaster. In 1997, Home Shopping Network acquired 47.5% of Allen's stock for $209 million worth of HSN stock. Aerospace and Defense. Allen confirmed that he was the sole investor behind Burt Rutan's scaled composite Spaceship One suborbital commercial spacecraft on October 4, 2004. Spaceship One climbed to an altitude of 377,591 feet and was the first privately funded effort to successfully put a civilian in suborbital space. It won the Ansari X Prize competition and received the $10 million prize. On December 13, 2011, Allen announced the creation of Stratolaunch Systems. Stratolaunch is a proposed orbital launch system consisting of a dual-bodied, 6-engine jet aircraft, capable of carrying a rocket to high altitude. The rocket would then separate from its carrier aircraft and fire its own engines to complete its climb into orbit. If successful, this project would be the first wholly privately funded space transport system. Stratolaunch, which is partnering with Orbital Sciences Corporation and Scaled Composites, is intended to launch in inclement weather, fly without worrying about the availability of launch pads and to operate from different locations. Stratolaunch plans to ultimately host 6 to 10 missions per year. Real estate. Allen's Vulcan Real Estate division is a key property developer and investor in the development of the South Lake Union neighborhood of Seattle as a biotechnology hub and mixed-use community. Allen is also the largest private landowner in South Lake Union and owns nearly 2,600,000 square feet in the neighborhood. His holdings company has a development capacity of more than 10 million square feet of new residential, office, retail and biotech research space. The South Lake Union redevelopment represents one of the largest urban revitalization projects in the country. Allen has made investments estimated at $200 million as of 2005, and promoted for city funding of the Seattle streetcar line known as South Lake Union Streetcar, which runs from Seattle's Westlake Center to the south end of Lake Union. The streetcar is a public and private partnership made possible because of a local improvement district supported by businesses and residents along the line. It officially started operation on December 12, 2007. This development has been criticized as a city-supported real estate investment for Vulcan Inc., and concerns over the loss of low-income housing have been expressed. In 2012, the Wall Street Journal called Allen's South Lake Union investment unexpectedly lucrative, and one that led to his firm selling a 1,800,000 square feet office complex to Amazon.com for $1.16 billion, one of the most expensive office deals ever in Seattle. "It's exceeded my expectations," Mr. Allen said of the South Lake Union development. Venues, sports and event centers. Allen invested more than $150 million in Portland unregistered trademark S-Moda Center, which he now owns outright. He also contributed more than $140 million to help build CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Seattle Cinerama. Allen purchased Seattle unregistered trademark S historic Cinerama Theater in 1998, and upgraded it with 3D capability and digital sound, in addition to interior and exterior refurbishing. The theater is set to install the world unregistered trademark S first commercial digital laser projector in early 2014. Hospital Club. Allen opened the Hospital Club in London in 2002 as a professional and social hub for people working in the creative arts. Vessels. Octopus. The launch of Paul Allen's 414-feet yacht, Octopus, secured its position as one of the world's largest yachts in 2003. As of 2013, it is 14th in the list of motor yachts by length. The yacht is equipped with 2 helicopters, 2 submarines, a swimming pool, a music studio and a basketball court. Allen has loaned Octopus, which is equipped with a submarine and a ROV, for a variety of rescue and research operations, notably assisting in a hunt for an American pilot and 2 officers whose plane disappeared off Palais, and loaning his yacht to scientists to study a rare fish called a coelacanth. In 2012, he loaned the ship to the Royal Navy in their attempt to retrieve the Belle from the HMS Hood, which sank in the Denmark Strait during WWII, as a national memorial. Octopus is a member of AMVER, a voluntary group ship reporting system used worldwide by authorities to arrange assistance for those in distress at sea. Allen is known for throwing huge, celebrity-studded parties on his yacht, such as a 2005 New Year's Eve party in which he and his band played Johnny Cash songs with R&B star Usher. His band also played at another party he hosted during the Cannes Film Festival with keyboardist Dave Stewart. Allen also owns Tatoosh, one of the world's 100 largest yachts. Sports team ownership. Portland Trail Blazers. Allen purchased the Portland Trail Blazers NBA team in 1988 from California real estate developer Larry Weinberg for $70 a million. He was also instrumental in the development and funding of the Rose Garden in 1993. The Blazers were valued at $457 million in January 2013 according to Forbes, ranked number 15 out of 30 NBA teams. Allen announced the completion of the acquisition of the Rose Garden on April 2, 2007, and stated that this was a major milestone and a positive step for the franchise. In 2013, The Rose Garden was renamed the Moda Center, a move Allen said will allow us to enhance virtually every aspect of the fan experience. Seattle Seahawks. Allen purchased the Seattle Seahawks NFL team in 1997 when former owner Ken Behring threatened to move the Seahawks to Southern California. "I'm not sure anybody else in this community would have done what Allen did," Herman Sarkowski, a former Seahawks minority owner, told the Seattle Times about Allen's decision to buy the team. "That was the birth of the stadium, and the birth of the stadium was the lifeline for the club we know today." The Seahawks were valued at $1.08 billion in August 2013 by Forbes, which says the team has one of the most rabid fan bases in the NFL. Under the helm of Allen, the Seattle Seahawks won their first Super Bowl in 2014. Seattle Sounders FC. Allen's Vulcan Sports and Entertainment is part of the ownership team of the Seattle Sounders FC, a Major League Soccer franchise that began play in 2009 at CenturyLink Field, a stadium also controlled by Allen. The ownership team also includes film producer Joe Roth, businessman Adrian Hanna, and comedian Drew Carey. Sigi Schmidt, two-time MLS Cup winner, is the team unregistered trademark's head coach. The Sounders sold out every home game during its first season, setting a new MLS record for average match attendance and the most season tickets sold in the league. Seattle Sounders FC is only the second expansion team in MLS history to win the U.S. Open Cup tournament in its first season. Filmmaking Career. Paul and Jody Allen are the owners and executive producers of Vulcan Productions, a television and film production company headquartered in Seattle within the entertainment division of Vulcan Inc. Their films have received various recognition, ranging from a Peabody to Independent Spirit Awards, Grammys and Emmys. Their films have also been nominated for Golden Globes and Academy Awards among many others. Vulcan Productions films and documentary projects include Far From Heaven, Hard Candy, RX for Survival, A Global Health Challenge, Where God Left His Shoes, Judgment Day, Intelligent Design on Trial, and This Emotional Life. In 2013, Vulcan Productions co-produced the Richard E. Robbins-directed film Girl Rising, which tells the stories of girls from different parts of the world who seek an education. Globally, over 205 million households watched Girl Rising during the CNN and CNN International premieres, and over 4 million people have engaged with Girl Rising through websites and social media. Through the associated 10x10 program, over $2.1 million has been donated to help girls receive an education worldwide. Also in 2013, Vulcan Productions signed on as a producing partner of Pandora's Promise, a documentary about nuclear power, directed by Oscar-nominated director Robert Stone. It was released in select theaters nationwide June 12, 2013 and on CNN on November 7, 2013. A variety of college and private screenings as well as panel discussions have been hosted throughout the country. Writing Career. Allen's memoir, Idea Man, a memoir by the co-founder of Microsoft, was released on April 19, 2011. The paperback version of Idea Man, which included a new epilogue, came out on October 30, 2012. Musical Aspirations. Paul Allen received his first electric guitar at the age of 16, and was inspired to play it by listening to Jimi Hendrix. In 2000, Allen played rhythm guitar on the independently produced and eponymous album Grown Men. In 2013, he had a major label release on Sony's Legacy Recordings. Everywhere at Once by Paul Allen and the Underthinkers. PopMatters.com described Everywhere at Once as a Oya quality release of blues rock that a unregistered trademark enjoyable from start to finish. See also, History of Microsoft, List of select cases of Hodgkin's disease, Pirates of Silicon Valley, a 1999 film about the rise of the personal computer. Allen is portrayed by Josh Hopkins. References. Further reading, Rich, Laura. The Accidental Zillionaire, Demystifying Paul Allen, Hoboken, New Jersey. John Wiley & Sons, 2003. ISBN 0-471-23491-5. Allen, Paul, Microsoft Unregistered Trademark Odd Couple, Vanity Fair, May 2011, External links: Paul Allen official homepage, appearances on C-SPAN, works by or about Paul Allen in libraries, Paul Allen collected news and commentary at the New York Times, Paul Allen collected news and commentary at the Wall Street Journal, Paul Allen entry from the Oregon Encyclopedia, Paul Allen at thocp.net, business profile at Forbes.